Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to a new video. If you guys could do me a huge favour and smash the likes, if you haven't checked out my TLC 2015 review yet, I'd greatly recommend that. There'll be an annotation and a link in the description if you haven't watched it already. 19,000 people have already watched that video and it's awesome, so if you guys haven't seen it, get over there right now. But today, I'm doing my review of Monday Night Raw and I just couldn't resist doing a review for Raw this week. It was just that good. Now, the good thing about this Monday Night Raw is they gave us a reason to watch it because the ending to TLC was absolutely fantastic. It looked like they nailed it on the head with Roman Reigns once and for all. People were cheering for him for once, and it gave us a reason to watch Raw. How were they going to deal with Roman Reigns? What was going to happen? They finally gave us a reason to watch Raw. With all the terrible ratings which have been coming in the last few weeks, they finally gave us something or a reason to watch it, and it was absolutely awesome, which is annoying because it proves they can put on entertaining shows when they really want to. So we're going to kick things off talking about the first segment, work our way through to the main event. Let's go. So it was great to start off with Stephanie McMahon confronting Roman Reigns. It wasn't a boring Seth Rollins promo, anything like that. She hit the nail on the head, got the night started in fashion, and she confronted Roman Reigns. She slapped him in the head multiple times. It was crazy. Roman Reigns didn't say much, which is what they should be doing because he can't talk for shit. They're playing with his positives, not his negatives. This wasn't a boring 15-minute promo from Roman Reigns. He had a couple of lines, if that, and they were good lines. They weren't cheesy, they weren't any tater tots. It was straight to the point. It didn't drag on. It meant something. It was epic. The crowd loved it. And it was great that they started off Monday Night Raw exactly how we wanted them to do it. They didn't drag it out until the end of the show. They started with everything we wanted them to do. It wasn't boring, nothing like that. It was absolutely awesome, and it built tension because we then had to wait for the Mr. McMahon segment in about half an hour's time. So it worked really well. It got me interested and I wanted to carry on watching a Monday Night Raw. I thought it was absolutely great. And the best thing was they didn't have Roman Reigns talk for ages. He said a few lines, if that, looked like a badass. He carried on what he did the night before. He raised hell and left without saying anything. He looked like a beast. He did exactly this. He didn't give a shit. He was almost laughing at points. It was great. This is a reason to like Roman Reigns because he's a badass. He can't say much. He's not good at saying anything, but he's a beast. He's a badass, and he looks like it and proved it tonight, and it was cool. This is a reason to like Roman Reigns, so I liked it. This was one of the best points of the night. We then moved on to Dolph Ziggler against Dean Ambrose. Wasn't too fussed about this match because we've seen Dean Ambrose against Ziggler maybe 10 times. Ridiculous, so I wasn't too bothered about this. It was a cool match. But then it was ruined by Kevin Owens at the end, which I sort of liked because Kevin Owens looked like a beast. He looked hungry. He looked like he wanted to prove something. And for once, he's actually doing something relevant because when he had the belt, he wasn't doing much. But with this, he's chasing the belt. It makes his character more interesting and he's actually doing something. The match was okay, but we've seen it all before. I thought the demolition that Kevin Owens left after the match was pretty cool. I think he hit 3 power bombs, one of them onto Dean Ambrose with Dolph Ziggler. That was freaking cool. Really liked the segment after it. The match was okay, but we've seen that all before, so it doesn't really matter. Looks like they're heading towards Ziggler, Ambrose, and Kevin Owens triple threat at Royal Rumble, which might not be a particularly good idea, considering they haven't got many names for the Rumble as it is. But that could be a good match if they go down that route anyway, so it's something to look forward to. But yeah, it was a pretty good segment after the match. The match itself was good as well, but we've seen it all before. So the highlight of Monday Night Raw, well, one of the highlights was Mr. McMahon returning to the WWE TV since like over a year, which is awesome. That's always a highlight. And yeah, it was an absolutely great promo, a great segment. Once again, they didn't have Roman Reigns say much, which is good because they usually drag on, and we had no tater tots bullshit. He got straight to the point. The segment was awesome. The crowd were absolutely stunned with some of the things Roman Reigns said. They were cool. They were badass. This is a reason to like Roman Reigns, especially the line about Mr. McMahon's prunes, his small balls. That was absolutely hilarious. This is a reason to like Roman Reigns. It's freaking awesome. Whoever wrote his lines tonight and whoever booked the thing after TLC, they should be congratulated because finally they've hit the nail on the head, and this is a character we want to cheer because it was awesome. So it was great to see Mr. McMahon. Great to see Roman Reigns in the ring with Mr. McMahon. Kind of funny that Mr. McMahon got in the ring and told R-Truth and Bo Dallas to get out. It's my ring. That was pretty cool because we've never seen that before. And yeah, it was just funny, and we haven't seen him for a year, so it was quite unique as well that he just gets in and tells them to get out and gets on with it. That was all cool. But yeah, I really liked how they booked the match between Sheamus and Roman Reigns for later in the night. That was all cool as well. Really look forward to that. That was something for us to look forward to because normally we have a 6-man tag match at the end of the show that nobody cares about. A WWE title match for the end of Raw in the main event is something we can get behind and a reason to carry on watching into the 3rd hour. So I really like this. Roman Reigns didn't drag on. He didn't say anything that was embarrassing. This was cool. Awesome. Nice to see Mr. McMahon as well. Everything they did here was perfect. Absolutely loved it. The next thing was the League of Nations against Ryback and Swagger. I didn't watch this match because Rusev against Ryback at TLC sucked, and we've seen them have a match for the last 2 weeks on Raw as well. And Swagger and Del Rio, we saw them at TLC. They had a good match, but nobody really cared about the feud, and it should have ended at TLC, so I wasn't too bothered about this match. The ending was sort of cool. I saw a glimpse of the ending. It looked like Swagger's teeth went flying at the end as well. But yeah, that was a cool match, but I didn't really watch it. So another cool match actually was Neville against Tyler Breeze, which came up next. Surprisingly really, really good. I'm not sure what they're doing with Neville against Miz. I think it's a bit of an anticlimax because he said he wants to learn his accent or something. So that was kind of like a PG. That was the most PG thing they did in the whole show, actually. It was kind of really cringy and embarrassing. Why they thought that was like an entertaining thing to do, but the match itself was actually really good. I'd like to see these guys go on maybe a pay-per-view match or a full-on feud because this was really entertaining. Sort of reminded me that they should really bring back the Cruiserweight belt for guys like these, the Lucha Dragons, Neville, Tyler Breeze. How good would that be? Because this match was great, freaking awesome. Would love to see it again. They probably will do it again because it was so good. But yeah, they should definitely do it again. And nice to see they're actually giving Neville a win. But Tyler Breeze, he's only been on the main roster for 2 months and he's losing again. What the hell? The next match was the match we should have got at TLC, the Wyatt family against the Dudley Boyz, Tommy Dreamer and Rhino. The match at TLC was a huge anticlimax, especially when they didn't light the table. If they're going to hint at something, do it, or your fans are going to be pissed off. But finally, we got the match we deserved. Sometimes people are annoyed when we get a rematch on Raw the night after a pay-per-view, but this was a relevant rematch because it was better than the match at TLC, so there was a reason to watch it. It was absolutely awesome. Tommy Dreamer and Luke Harper putting themselves through a table, Braun Strowman putting Tommy Dreamer through the barricade. That was freaking amazing. The Dudley Boyz fighting in the crowd, 3D for a table. So many great highlights in this match. Maybe the best one was when Bubba caught the kendo stick when Luke Harper chucked it out the ring. You might have missed that bit, but it was pretty cool. But I like the fact that Eric Rowan was the guy that got the pin for his team, because he was the one that got eliminated the night before, so he was the only one that took a loss for his team, so he looked pretty weak, and a lot of people would say he's the weak link of the Wyatt family, but the fact that he went over and won the match for his team, you forget all about that, and he gets all the momentum. And the move was cool at the end with him flying off the top rope onto a table with Rhino. Amazing. This match was freaking amazing. One of the best Monday Night Raw matches you'll see all year. Should be nominated for a Slammy as well. It was freaking awesome. So we've seen a great ladder match for the tag belts the night before. A great match here. We've been treated to some great matches in the last 2 days. Really liked it. Absolutely awesome. And it was in Philly as well, which made it really relevant and really, really cool. The crowd was standing on their feet at one point, which you don't normally see on Monday Night Raw. Felt like a pay-per-view match. This is the match we should have had at TLC, and they gave it away for free. It was absolutely awesome, and I loved it. The next match was Charlotte and Becky Lynch defeating Brie Bella and Alicia Fox. They're starting to build towards a Charlotte and Becky Lynch match at the Royal Rumble. I didn't really watch this match because it's a Divas tag match. Who gives a shit? I just wanted to see Roman Reigns against Sheamus, and this match was absolutely amazing. This was so cool. It was a good match. A lot of people were questioning if they took away the toys in the TLC main event, would you have cared? Would it have been a good match? I think they proved tonight that it would have been a good match, because I quite like this match. It was pretty good. You didn't know where it was going. It was cool that Mr. McMahon was at ringside reacting to everything that happened as well. And Roman Reigns won the WWE title. How cool is that? It was really shocking when Mr. McMahon dragged the referee out the ring. Really reminded me of the WrestleMania 17 main event and the CM Punk and Cena match at Money in the Bank 2011. Great memories of that. And it happened on Monday Night Raw for free. How cool is that? Roman Reigns is the WWE Champion. Didn't see this coming. It's amazing they did a title match on Monday Night Raw. Can't remember the last time they did that. It was probably CM Punk against Cena in like 2012. Might have been after that, but this was crazy. This was amazing. The match was good as well. And yeah, Roman Reigns a badass. Turns up, raises hell, doesn't say much, gets the job done, and he's an absolute beast. And finally, they've got people to cheer for Roman Reigns, and the only thing they had to do was play with his positives instead of making him talk, which you can't do. Yeah, there you go. So Roman Reigns is the WWE Champion. What a Monday Night Raw. Pretty impressive. Hopefully the ratings are up, because they deserve it, but it proves that they can put on a good Monday Night Raw when they want to. Holy shit, this is a great Monday Night Raw. So, yeah, the only annoying thing is, all those fans were adamant we were not going to cheer for Roman Reigns, because we could see what they were doing. We can all see they're trying to make us cheer for Roman Reigns, but you just can't not cheer for Roman Reigns at this point. This was amazing. They did it. They deserve it, because this was great. So what did you guys think? I'm going to give this Monday Night Raw a 9 out of 10. How crazy is that? So thanks for watching, guys. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Take care. Spike your hair.